Hey everyone, so today I'm going to plan for October. Today is September 23rd. I'm a little bit late. I try to plan my month about 2 weeks ahead of time, so I typically would have done it last week, but life, so I'm doing it today. I was thinking instead of going step by step of what I do, I'm going to do it step by step, but instead of like narrating it, I thought it might be fun to try like a chit chat. So like if you want to plan along your month or even your week or whatever, journal and just kind of hang out together today. I even have my coffee and I have my supplies here. And so yeah, so let's try this out. So like I said, I'm planning October. This sticker sheet is from our October sticker kit. For my monthly spread, I usually just use sheet A, so I just have sheet A with me today. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't use my monthly spread the typical way some people might use it. I use it for project planning, so I don't put meetings or appointments or anything like that on here. I put things that I need to plan ahead for or that I just need on my radar. So yeah, anyways, let's get started. First, what I like to do is put in my color coding dots. So I use black, taupe, and ecru. So I'll do ecru first for personal. Get my tweezer. And so first I'll just lay out all the dots and then I will write it in after. So these are our micro dots in ecru, and I use this for all our personal things. So one of the reasons why I don't typically like to plan and chat at the same time is because it's like I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. I get kind of confused and stuff like that, but I was thinking that the more I do it and practice, then it will be more smooth. So trying this out, so excuse me if it's a little rough these first few times, but yeah. So anyways, one of the things I was thinking that I want to talk to you guys about is what's going on with TPS. So if you've noticed for a while now, I don't even know how long, maybe even a year, I've been pretty inconsistent like with social media and the videos and stuff. I've been a little bit more quiet and I don't know, you might have noticed a little bit of a difference. And to be honest, I think we've all seen that the planner community is changing. There's a lot of shops that are struggling, a lot of shops that have, closed, unfortunately, and I am right there with all those shops. I mean, not only are things a struggle right now with life in general, like things going on in the world, things are really crazy right now, and it's really causing me a lot of anxiety and affecting my mental health as it is for a lot of people. So that's one. So sometimes it just feels like, I don't know, silly to post about planners and stickers and things like that with all this crazy stuff going on in the world. But the truth is, I'm still doing all these things off of social media and off of camera because it brings me some kind of happiness. It helps me escape a little bit. It, I don't know, just kind of helps my anxiety and mental health to play with things that make me happy, but also like it could get meditative kind of, if you guys know what I mean. But so I'm like, you know what, why don't I just film and why don't I show up on social media? Because I think a lot of us are feeling some kind of way about the world, about our lives. This is our happy place. So let's like come together, share that, not to ignore the things going on, but to kind of protect our mental health sometimes. So here I am trying to make a comeback. So I put down my ecru dots for personal stuff, but also I use our circle icons on this sheet for things I want to call attention to, like my husband's birthday is coming up this month. So yeah, anyways, that's with the world and stuff, but like I was saying with the shop, well, with family, there's stuff going on and there's a lot of challenges. We're all doing okay. We're pretty healthy and, we're blessed when it comes right down to it. But there's, family stuff, struggles like in extended family and then, with finances. So going back to the shop, like I was saying that, TPS is having the same struggles, if not more, than all the other shops out there. Speaking of, let me just tell you, I'm going to my taupe dots for mapping out content. So yeah, we're struggling too, but I'm just trying to hold on for dear life and fight for the shop and fight for, doing this thing that I love and this thing that's helping provide for our family. So even though it's been such a struggle, I'm still trying to stick it through, maybe ride out the storm. Maybe, things will get better. I'm hoping. But for now, I just wanted to kind of be transparent that things are hard. And sometimes when I'm a little bit MIA on here, it's because I'm just trying to deal with all the different stuff going on, as is a lot of you guys. So going back to what I was saying about showing up here, it's just, even though the shop is struggling, we're hanging on, but we're struggling. It's still planning and playing with stickers and all that is still my happy place, and it's still like my emotional support. I used to have a decal in the shop that said emotional support planner, which was funny, but it is so true. This is like an emotional support for a lot of us, I think. And so, I'm still doing this, whether it's on social media or on camera or not, I'm still doing this. And so, like I said, I feel like maybe we can all come together on here and hang out and escape a little bit and have fun, nerding out over planner stuff, and just like for a little bit, a couple times a week, that we can just try to escape every kind of crazy stuff that's going on in our life, in the world, and all that. I'm moving on to my black dots. This is for shop stuff. So the taupe is for content, but the black is for shop only. So I kind of separate it out. So yeah, that's what I am doing now. So like I said, this is somewhat new to me. I don't know if I've ever really done this. I can't remember, where I'm not really just talking about, narrating what I'm doing, but I'm just chit-chatting. It makes me nervous to do this. And like I said, it's, it doesn't come natural for me because when I'm planning, I'm so in the zone and focused. But I kind of want to hang out with you guys. I've been seeing all these, planner meetups and planner like little conferences or festivals, whatever you want to call it. I've been seeing those go on like more on the East Coast or Chicago, like on that side, but I don't see a lot for the West Coast, which I really miss. So this is my attempt to hang out with you guys virtually. Actually, I don't know if you guys heard that. So the San Francisco Pen Fest, I think that's what it's called, or Pen Show, just passed in August, I think. And I wasn't able to make it because I had family in town. But I heard that they're planning a stationery fest next year in 2026, I think in March, which if that really goes through, I'm super excited. I definitely want to attend. I might think about being a vendor if I'm accepted, but we'll see. I kind of just want to go and attend and have fun and not worry about vending, but like I said, we'll see how that goes. So anyways, I filled out all my transparent dots, my icons for the special events, and now I'm gonna just write everything in. And this is the part where I really struggle on, so hopefully I can write and chat at the same time. So anyways, yeah, like I said, that stationery fest from the pen show, I'm super excited if that really goes through. So whether I'm vending or not, I definitely plan to be there. Have you guys heard of it? Let me know in the comments if you guys know of any other kind of things going on the West Coast. I'm in Northern California, but obviously I'd totally be down to traveling to Southern California too. But I really want something on this side of the country. I don't really want to fly all the way to the East Coast just because it's expensive, and you know, I kind of got a lot going on here to be able to make that kind of trip. And so let me know in the comments if you guys know of anything. I mean, not only like the bigger things, but even small meetups I would love to do. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did put a poll on Instagram asking who's in California, who's in Northern California, and I think who's in Southern California, just to get a gauge of who's around, because I was like, if no one's gonna do a meetup or a conference, maybe I'm gonna do one. I mean, I don't know how feasible that is for me personally. I even thought about partnering up with another shop or content creator in the planner community. But now that they are planning this stationery fest in March, maybe I'm gonna hold off on that idea and see how good that stationery fest is. And if it's good, I mean, I don't know if I really need to try to do one myself. Or, you know, I could even do something smaller, like a small planner meetup, like more intimate, I don't know, with however many people, 25 to 50 people or something like that. So we'll see. That's just something I have on my wish list to maybe do. Regardless, I mean, the main point is I miss meeting up with everybody. I used to go to the planner con that they had, and then the last one, which was cut short, was right at when we were in quarantine for COVID, and that was the last one here, and so I really miss it. I'm so jealous when I see all the other ones happening across the country. So yeah, I'm gonna see how the stationery fest is in. This is my daughter's name, Lily, and I don't know why my pen or my hand doesn't like to write this Ly. It always messes up. Anyways, and then we'll just kind of see if there's a TPS meetup in our future. Okay, so that is everything. Actually, I do need to make a line because this is a 2-day thing. Okay, so that is everything written in. And then here on the side, I put projects like weekly projects, so I'll write those in. Let me see, is that all I wanted to talk about? Mainly what's been going on with TPS, so I covered that. And then kind of like plans for the future. So I mean, the planner meetup idea is kind of, I don't know, just a twinkle in my eye right now, as they say. It's just something I'm kind of thinking about, but more concrete things is I am gonna kind of tweak the subs, our monthly subs, a little bit. I feel like I've been doing the same thing for the past, almost since I started the sub. I think it was in 2017. So I think we're about due for a little change up. I will keep a lot of stuff the same that are everyone's favorites, because of course I don't want to switch it up on you guys when you're used to, you know, what you get and you like it and that's the way you plan. So I'll definitely keep, you know, like the sticker kits and stuff. I might change the formatting a little bit, but I won't change it too much where I mess up your guys' planning routines and stuff. But I do plan to add some stuff or kind of change the different offerings we have a little bit. What else? I think that's mostly it. I recently redid the website. If you haven't seen, go take a look at it. I redid the website, tightened up our inventory, and cleaned up the listings and did new kind of photos / graphics. So that's good. I felt like we need a little refresh there. That's been on my like to-do list for so long, but I've never had time to do it. And finally I just sat down and hunkered down for like a week and just knocked it out. And you know, I'm going to continually add to it and improve it, but at least I got it started. So I'm going back to my sticker sheet for this little header projects because I like to put that down here. So yeah, this is for my projects for the month. So let me see. Subs, kind of low-key looking into a planner meetup. Oh, another thing is I was thinking of doing like a little, starting off like virtual workshop for goal setting / planning 101 type of thing. Doing it virtually at first, see how people like it, and then it could be possibly an in-person thing. I always had this dream about like every end of the year doing a workshop like this, whether it be virtually or in person, where we set our goals together, but it's going to be a lot different than the way I used to do goals. Like now I do it more for mental health, trying to do kind of like more basics and kind of more forgiving and not so, you know, firm or inflexible, I guess. I don't know. But I was thinking of doing like it's like a series over a few weeks and then end it in a dream board party where we make dream boards, either like on an actual board that we hang in our house or in our planners. I thought that would be fun, and then, you know, to kick off the new year. So I don't know, that's another thing I have in mind. The main thing for sure is the subs and wanting to refresh it, I guess. Let me know in the comments, especially if you're a current monthly subscriber and you want to see some, you know, new things or whatever. Or even if you haven't subscribed yet, but you might be interested, let me know what you would want to see. Right now we have our sticker kits as part of it, and then we usually have a couple planner cards and vellum, a little stationery item, sometimes like sticky notes or notepads. Let me know. Oh, speaking of which, that's a project for this month because I need to finalize it this month so I can start it in November, because November is our new year for our monthly subs. So I need to finalize the changes here in this month. So yeah, make sure to let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for any changes to the kit, for any other items you want to see in the sub. Keep in mind that I'm a very small, only me shop, so I can't do like humongous things like some of the bigger shops out there. But yeah. So anyways, the last thing I do for my spread is take some of the deco. I keep it very minimal because I don't like to distract from my projects going on here, and too much stuff going on just confuses my brain. So I usually just put a little bit of deco, and I do love Halloween, but I don't want my whole monthly spread to be Halloween, so I'm gonna make it more fall. So I think this pumpkin is a good like Halloween representation plus fall. So I'll put it here in the corner. And then I need this one because I feel like I've done this style recently. I don't want to put it here in case I need this space if I need to add projects, so I will put it like right here. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think that was too painful to get through. Let me know if there's anything you guys want me to talk about in the comments. First of all, let me know about the subs, the refresh of the subs if you have any requests or suggestions or feedback, and then also let me know if there's anything you want to chat about in the next upcoming videos. So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. Bye.